What's up, college football fans and Mean Green fans? Noe Valencia here once again with the Mean Green Show. Today, joined by Tom Trieb out of DuPage Junior College in Illinois. And before we get into all things Tom related as he's coming out of the JUCO ranks and all that, you guys already know the drill. If you're a fan of college football, G5 football, the transfer portal, conference realignment, any or all of the above, consider hitting that like and subscribe button because that is truly all that we talk about. All right, Tom. Well, hey, I appreciate you jumping on. Life after post spring ball. And how are you doing in Denton? I know you and Jamoy are roommates, and how's that going? And what are you doing with your time now that spring ball's over?
It's all good, man. Me and J-Mo are pretty cool together. So, yeah, living together ain't too bad or nothing. And then basically since spring ball's been over, we really just kind of been lifting, basically. And then, I just like to chill, kind of. Like to spend my own time away from football, just like, by myself, be able to relax. Like, because football's such like a physical game and everything. I just like to get my body right after every practice and everything.
All right. So coming out of high school, you're coming out of Buffalo Grove, and that's in Illinois, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So anyway, coming out of there, you had 900. Wait a minute. Hold on. So I'm reading this as I'm talking. So you played a lot of running back in high school then.
I played running back and safety in high school, yeah.
Oh, running back and safety. Okay, so that I literally just found that out as I'm talking to you. As you can tell, I didn't have much time to prep for this. So running back and safety. I was looking for your defensive end stats. All right, so talk to me about that then real quick. So you're running back and you're safety. And how big were you in high school?
I was like 220.
220, about the same height?
Yeah, about the same height, but just 220. So, like, now I weigh like 260, 270. So just like 50 pounds less, really.
Yeah. 6'3", 220. That's not really a small person anyway, but yeah, just 220. But okay, so all right. So coming out of high school, you signed with Northern Illinois, but you were saying pre-tape that you sustained an injury your senior year. So kind of talk us through, that your senior year and going into Northern Illinois and just kind of all the things that transpired that obviously ultimately led you to the College of DuPage.
So my senior year of high school, it was the second game of the year, and I was out playing receiver, and it was the first play of the game. And I just caught like a fade ball for like 40 yards or something. And basically what happened was the DB was he was on my back, and I just took like a bad step with one of my legs, and then all his pressure came down on me, and then really I just cracked my hip, and it just broke. So I was out the rest of that year, and then I went to Northern Illinois because I signed as a junior, and I transferred out just because I never really felt comfortable. Like I was always just switching a lot of different positions and everything, trying to get different weights and everything. And for me, like I really just wasn't ready to leave home yet, even though I was an hour away. So I just came back to College of DuPage, try to get my mind right, try to get everything back together, like just basically go through the recruiting process over again, just be a little older though, a little more mature, understand everything. And that was really it.
So being that you were a safety and a running back and I guess wide receiver your senior year, what was Northern Illinois recruiting you for? Like what position did they see you coming in to play?
So at first, I was recruited there to play tight end. And then the staff that recruited me all left to go to Temple after I signed and everything. And then I came in with a new staff, and then they switched me over to linebacker right away. And then within the first couple of days, they moved me to DN, and then it was just a lot of flip-flopping from there on out.
Mm-hmm. So that when you were at Northern Illinois, was your hip feeling better at that point? Like we were already kind of good to go?
Yeah. When I got to school at Northern, my hip was all good and everything.
Okay. So then you go through a full year or semester at Northern Illinois?
I just went for one semester, just that fall semester.
Okay,
sure.
then you transferred to College of DuPage. And so tell us real quick. So here in Texas, I mean, we're pretty familiar with our junior college system, but how does it work for the College of DuPage? I mean, or I guess in Illinois. I mean, do you guys live on campus or do you guys live at home or are there dorms? How is that?
I live 30 minutes away from my campus, so I lived at home still.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people who live farther away than me that will stay up there like through like collegiate housing.
Hmm.
If y'all know what collegiate, I don't know if they have collegiate housing here or not, but
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I mean, they just call it dorms here, like your football
yeah.
dorm. Yeah.
Mhm. So yeah, up at there you have like collegiate housing that like they'll put kids through and everything, and like I mean JUCO's tough because like
Yeah.
my JUCO wasn't a scholarship JUCO.
Wow.
So like you have like your like, and this year there was like a Division 1 JUCO and like Division 3 JUCO. And
Hmm.
only difference between those JUCOs is Division 1 is your scholarship and Division 3 is your non-scholarship.
Hmm.
And I chose to stay close to home basically, just to be by my family and friends and just stay close to home, get more mature before I headed off to school. And basically that was it. But like it's
Right.
hard because I had a lot of friends who would like they'd be working like a UPS like the night shift and they go throughout like all of night and then they wake up, go lift, go throughout practice, and their
Wow.
time to sleep would be like during the day.
Wow. Yeah, that is
So
tough.
yeah.
Did you watch the Last Chance U series on
Yeah,
Netflix?
I watched the first couple seasons. I watched the California one. I
Yeah.
think that was the last one.
Hmm.
I didn't really watch that one that much, but the other four I watched all of them.
Yeah. 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 I mean, junior college, yeah, it's pretty survival of the fittest, I guess. And man, just yeah, the junior college experience that a lot of people have here in Texas is scholarship, and you're
Hmm.
not really, which is a grind in itself. I mean, but
Yeah, for
man,
sure.
but for kids working UPS at nights and stuff like you mentioned, and man, that's really something. So okay, so your time at college at DuPage, you were playing predominantly defensive line and some running back.
Yeah, I played running back a little bit.
Has
It
Coach
was
Cobbs tried to recruit you over to the running back room for special occasions, or not really yet?
Nah, he hasn't said none. I've been trying to tell him.
Yeah,
Every time I get a chance to, I always try to say something about it.
yeah,
But it hasn't gone that way yet.
yeah. And okay, so what have you just always been like? I guess a freak from the standpoint of, I mean, you're 6'3", and now you're 260, 270, and being able to move at a pace that that you even feel comfortable talking to Coach Cobbs about. Hey, let me try it. But I mean, I mean, is your family just a fast family? Did you do some weird training when you were younger, or are you just an anomaly?
I think my family's just all kind of full of freaks. I'm not even like my pops was like an All American at Purdue back in the '80s when he played, and
What did he
then
play? What position did your dad play?
middle linebacker, and then my brother's the fastest out of all of us. He was like 6'4", 230, but he could run like a low 4'4", 40 something, like high 4.3s. Like he's by far the fastest in the family.
Wow,
So
that's
yeah.
crazy.
So I guess we kind of all just got blessed with like good genes. I guess really,
Yeah,
just be lucky to be as big and fast as we all are.
yeah. I wish I was that lucky, but anyway. All right. So coming out of Illinois, your junior college up there, what led you to commit to North Texas, and how was your recruiting process coming out of junior college and stuff like that?
uh, when I first started getting recruited out of my junior college, I really thought I was gonna stay close to home, like somewhere in the Midwest, just like stay close to my family and everything. And then I got a then one of my coaches called me, and then one of my uncles called me, and they said North Texas is gonna call you. I was like, all right, okay. Coach Jim Cush, Coach Jim Gush calls me and offers me my scholarship. But then my uncle, I have an uncle Tommy, and then he calls me again because Coach Bennett up here is the DC, and Coach Bennett was the one who coached my uncle Tommy, my pops at Purdue.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So he calls me telling me that Coach Bennett's here, and then really after that, there wasn't really much thinking. Like he just told me Coach Bennett was here, and then it was kind of just like I kind of just knew like this was really the place to be.
Did you know Coach Bennett prior to the recruitment, or?
So I've always known the name, but I've never met him until I came up here on my official visit.
Very cool. Very cool. So when did you
So
come
yeah,
down for your official visit? Was it during the season? Was it after the season?
Thanksgiving week when they
Okay.
beat UTSA.
Yeah. That was if that helped you commit, man, we're that's awesome. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that
was the
was
game I was at.
that, man. Did you stay the whole game?
Yeah. We stayed the whole
Because
game.
I was at that game. Were you soaked? Like,
No, I was in the indoor facility the whole time watching it
oh,
on the screen because it was
oh
raining.
man,
So I stayed
yeah,
inside.
yeah. Well, how about that? Yeah, I was soaked, but I'm okay now. But no, um, man, that's fun, man. That's cool. So how? I mean, how are you liking Texas thus far and Denton?
Oh, I love it, dude. There's nothing like getting away from like Chicago weather during the winter and coming out here. It's been warm every day.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing like it.
I guess you probably haven't experienced a Texas summer yet, though. I'm assuming.
Nah, not yet.
Well,
So when it gets to them 110s, 120s, maybe it's a different answer.
yeah,
But
yeah, buckle
for
up,
right
man.
now,
It's crazy, but yeah, we definitely don't have those extreme winters, but the summers are pretty. They're real. Are you what's your major?
uh, integrative studies.
Okay, what do you want to do after football?
I really don't know yet. Probably either going to like coaching somewhat or just go back to like my old town, like be a
Hmm.
teacher or something. I'm not really
Really?
sure yet. Like
Yeah,
athletic training, really
yeah.
anything that I could be involved with, like sports,
Hmm.
and that like that's kind of my future, just because that's what I've always known.
Yeah. So you kind of staying on this topic, you said you were 220 in high school, and now you're up, 265 ish. So obviously you put some work in to get that size on. Do you like that aspect of it, like athletic development and seeing progression and stuff like that? Is that something you see yourself being interested in and helping others achieve goals like that?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Are you a big nutrition guy? Is that, I mean, what do you credit that weight gain to, man? I mean, like I'm maybe I have some eligibility left if I'm trying to learn from you, man. I really, I mean, really, what do you accredit that to?
I mean, the only way I knew how to put on weight was just eat till I was sick. So
Yeah.
that's all I did. I just ate and ate and ate.
Yeah. Yeah. You said you're a weight room guy too, right?
Yeah, I love lifting.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So NCAA, the college football game, you guys at your age range, it's kind of hit or miss. I mean, you guys were kind of a little young for whenever it was in its prime. But is that something that you played growing up, or is that like, I've
Yeah.
heard about it? You
No,
did
I
play it.
played it. I was old enough to play it for sure.
Are you excited about its coming back?
100%.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be fun. That is gonna be
I need
fun.
that road to glory back.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I definitely spent too much time in front of a screen whenever that was in its prime. Can't wait to get back to it. But well, cool, man. Very cool. So you're a sophomore, correct? You got this year and two more. Should you choose to go out your full eligibility?
Yeah, I got 3 years left.
Man, that is awesome. That is so awesome. Well, very cool. Well, all right, Tom. Well, hey, I appreciate you jumping on, and I think we pretty much touched on everything. And anything else you wanna let the people know before we hop off?
Nah, I'm all good, man.
All right, man. All right. Well, go Mean Green, and we'll talk soon. And best of luck to you this season.
Perfect. Appreciate it, boss.